So it's the top of the year and not a bad way to start 2025. 7 years after 2018's Den of Thieves, we now have Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. Den of Thieves is directed by Kristen Gudegas, notably known for 2018's Den of Thieves. Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. reprised their roles as Nick and Donnie, and we also have a few new faces this time around, that being Evan Ahmad, Salvatore Esposito, and Michael Bisping. So to give you a brief synopsis of the film, picking up from the events of the first Den of Thieves, Nick is still rattled from being bamboozled by Donnie and also dealing with ongoing family issues, so Nick decides to track down his former foe, Donnie Wilson. However, instead of revenge, Nick wants to cash in, switch over to the dark side, and join forces with Donnie and his crew to rob the World Diamond Center. It's the perfect heist. My initial thoughts from the trailer, seeing Gerard Butler switch over to the dark side, I thought that was a good idea for a sequel. Like, it raises questions like, why did he switch over to the dark side? How does this play out in the end? Is this really all just a hoax? Is he trying to finesse Donnie to get his lick back from the first movie? These type of things raise questions and it draws me in. So I thought that was a good idea. So we get that action right from the jump. This movie starts off with the heist. Certain things take place that will eventually lead us to that big heist in the movie. You see that certain crew members have specific roles or jobs to get the job done as efficiently as possible. So you see them work together, you see them struggle, you see them improvise, you see their strengths, you see some of their weaknesses, you see them execute and do what they need to do. So you get that familiar vibe that we were introduced to in the first film, and that's what we were looking for. So while I was watching this movie, one thing I noticed right away is the scale of this movie. Bigger production, bigger budget this time around. There are a lot of scenes filmed overseas, a lot of traveling from this place to that place. It's almost like a 007 James Bond type of movie. The camera angles that were used, the shots that were used, this movie looks really good. It's like the environment helped build the intensity and the atmosphere helped build the vibe. Like, visually, this movie looks great. The acting from O'Shea Jr. and Gerard Butler was on point in this film. Gerard Butler really nails this character every time he gets this role. So it's like, you really believe that he's this person, you know, the scruffy look, life's a mess, just trying to get it together. He's still smart, he's still intelligent, he's still very skillful, but he really embodies this role. You believe that he is this person in real life. You know, it's like, brush your teeth, man. Like, shave a little bit, tighten up a little bit, bro. Take a bath, put on a different jacket today. You know what I'm saying? Like, put the beard down, drink some water, you know? Like, he just looks like dingy. But that's a good thing though. Like, his character is believable. You really think that he is this person, so that's a good thing. Bravo. O'Shea's character development is pretty impressive to watch unfold. Like, in the first movie, we see him getting beat up a lot. He's trying to prove himself, and by the end, he ends up outsmarting everyone. This time around, we see him fully submerged into that master manipulator role as he leads his own crew with this diamond heist. I was intrigued watching the evolving partnership between Nick and Donnie. It's like they start out as enemies, then they start working together, then you have this uncertainty, like questionable trust type of thing. It's like, what kind of trick does this person have with their sleeve? I know they got something, or maybe not. Watch the movie, let me know what you think. But it was just cool to see these two characters come together and do their thing on the big screen. That was fun. All of the action scenes were impressive. The shootout scenes, the car chase scenes, they sound and feel really good. They were shot really well with a special attention on the sound detail, like the cars, the engine, the tires gripping the road, the weapons firing, the sound of bullets hitting the targets. They really nailed that aspect of this film. And the big heist itself is entertaining, full of moments that build tension, a lot of unforeseen twists. The stakes were high the entire time. Like, it was good. It was good. One of the scenes that stood out the most to me, it was the scene where Nick and Donnie give their reasoning. So they give their why they choose to do the things that they do, why they choose to live the life that they live. Both of them tell their stories, and you can kind of empathize with these characters for a second. It's like, you finally understand that it's really not about the money. It's all about the challenge, you know? It's like, this city deserves a better class of criminal, and I'm going to give it to him, like Dark Knight, Joker type of thing. It's one of those. I think my only critique with this film would be that I wasn't really invested with the crew this time around. Like, I didn't really care about the heist crew. Obviously, the main focus is going to be around O'Shea Jr. and Gerard Butler, but I think this film would have benefited more if they would have put more or better writing into the crew members. Like in the first Den of Thieves with 50 Cent's daughter, I believe she was going to some type of dance, maybe homecoming or prom or something like that. And the boy came over to pick her up. 50 Cent pulled him in a room with the rest of the guys and they kind of scared him. It was fun. You saw that brotherhood, you see that togetherness. Like, we didn't get that in the second one, or with Merriman in the first movie. Well, his character, he's been in jail. He'd never go back. He'd rather die than to go back. He's with that real alpha leader type of guy. Like, we didn't get that writing or that substance from the crew in the second one. Which brings me to my factual opinion. Just better writing for the crew members, that's all. Like, I feel like that would have added a certain flavor to this film, something that was kind of missing. I didn't really care about the new crew in this film, and I think that when you're making a movie like this, of course you want us to care about the two main characters, but you want us to care about the entire crew as well. So just better writing. It's not the end of the world though. Where this movie needs to work, I feel that it does. So like the chemistry between the two lead characters and that whole heist aspect of the movie, I feel like that was done pretty well. Like, this movie did more things right than it did wrong. So overall, it wasn't bad, It's a fun heist movie. Like, if I had to rate and categorize this movie, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10 and put it in the rewatchers club. Like, personally, I will watch this again, so that says a lot. I'm not mad at this movie, man. I'm not too mad at this movie. Like, I personally think the first one was better, but if you enjoyed the first one, I think you will enjoy this one too. It's worth the watch. Go check it out. If you haven't seen it already, check it out. The action is on point. The acting is on point. The heist aspect is on point. Not a bad way to start 2025, So all in all, 7 out of 10, Rewatchers Club. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know what you think about this movie in the comments. And I will see you on the next one.